This home we're about to walk through has views everywhere. Even off of the primary bathroom, which we're walking through, you can step out and see this. Stick around for one of the best custom home walkthroughs you'll see in Central Texas. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here. I'm a realtor in Central Texas, but don't always use me as a realtor. More on that a little bit later. Today we're walking through a custom home with Grand Endeavor Homes. This home's over 5,100 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, 2 half baths. It has a separate casita area here on the left side where it has a side swing 4-car garage. You have this very cool front courtyard. And unlike most homes we walk through where there's a set plan name and you can't deviate too much from that, this is the complete opposite. There's no real plan name here. It's a custom home. It just showcases what's possible with a great custom home builder like Grand Endeavor Homes. As usual, we're gonna walk right out to the main living area where you have dining and kitchen to the left. You have this amazing living room with sliding glass doors along the back wall, transom windows above them, very cool ceiling design, fireplace design. There's just so much design in this home that we're walking through, and I'm excited to show you all of it because this showcases what's possible when you build custom. Now I'll talk a little bit more about production builders versus custom home builders later on in the video. Focusing in on this home, I wanted to start off in the kitchen. Take a look at this kitchen countertop on the island, how thick it is, how they matched it with the backsplash and even wrapped the vent hood that goes all the way up to the ceiling. Looks absolutely amazing. And as we take a closer look at this kitchen countertop, I know what you're thinking. If you're catching glimpses of this amazing view through the windows off the back wall, rest assured we will get outside. I'll show you that view from so many different areas. Even outside, they have that pool area I showed previously. They have a putting green. Inside the home, wait until you see the game room area and the primary bedroom, bathroom, even the study is incredible. And I'm excited for you to see all of it. By the end of this video, I want to know from you, did Grand Endeavor hit this out of the park? And what was your favorite part of this home? I can tell you one of my favorite parts is right here in the kitchen. Take a look at the sink area where imagine just doing dishes and this is your view when you look up. Whoever's living in this home in the future, call me. I will do your dishes for free if that's my view off of the kitchen sink. And then I love how well this opens up to the dining area. You have a wine room on the right side with all glass. You can just see through it. It really opens up that space to a sitting area that's behind that wine room that we'll get to later on in the video. But I want to focus in on this main living area. So just to finish up the kitchen, that in front of us was a refrigerator wrap. If I opened that door, it would just be a gigantic refrigerator. So just take my word for it on that one. And then this is going to be the pantry area where they did an extension of the countertop, some cabinetry. I love the floating shelves above that countertop. Lots of great design work in here. Now, if you said to yourself, well, I want more space in the pantry, well, just ask the custom home builder. A lot of times they can accommodate based on what you want in your home. And an example of that is I had a client I was just speaking to the builder about where they already had architectural drawings in place. They were going to build in another community, but that community was flat and this community has some terrain in it, has amazing views, which, by the way, if you stay till the end of the video, I have a drone shot that goes over this home and shows some lots in the back. And you'll see in this community, it's not just the model home has an amazing lot. There are fantastic lots throughout this community. And so anyway, my client was looking at building here, but already had architectural drawings in place. And the builder just simply said, no problem. Send us the plans. We'll quote things out. We'll have a conversation of what they really value and see what we can do. And I have to say, that was so refreshing to hear because over the last 2 years, I've worked with 18 different builders, the majority of them being production builders, where if you ask to deviate from the plan, you get told no a lot. But it's refreshing to hear yes, finally. Now, getting back to the plan, I had to take a seat at this dining table because I love that they put a doorway in front of it so you can still get that view. You still have lots of natural light coming in, both from the windows in the kitchen as well as both doors that are on this back wall. And I don't think we ever look back at the front door, which is here. I love all the windows around this front door. And anytime we walk a room like this that has so much natural light coming in, watch what my camera has to do. It dims the interior lighting because the exterior would be whitewashed. You wouldn't be able to see out through any of those windows. And that brightness is a great thing. It complements the design work in this home, like the tile above the fireplace, complements the tall ceilings, and it just lights everything up to make it flow well together. But again, if you see the interior lighting get dim, that's just my camera. I didn't get that feeling when I walked through this home like things were dim. I think it was the complete opposite. Everything was very light and bright. Okay, moving on, we're in the game room now, and through those windows is the putting green that we'll get to next. But first, I had to show this fantastic light fixture in the cathedral style ceilings that's in this very large game room. I love the pool table in the middle, and just seating around the exterior really builds that dream of what's possible in a home like this. And then I was just so struck by the view through the windows just in this game room. In fact, I had a plan when I was walking in this home of where I was going to go, and as soon as I walked in, I completely forgot what that plan was. Because you look around in this home, it's so easy to get caught up in imagining what it would be like to live in this home when you're walking through it. Because you walk that kitchen and living room, this game room, you think about friends and family and having them over, enjoying the space with you, and you definitely get that feeling when you walk outside. Take a look at this backyard patio with the infinity pool that looks out to this 1 acre lot backyard. Absolutely incredible. And I have to say, even when you walk in through the front door of this home, it feels like you're already outside because there's just so many windows behind me. And then when you get outside, it feels like everything that you see is yours. It just feels like you're on this estate that looks out for miles and miles and miles. And for most people looking to move to Texas, they just don't even know that this is possible. And I'm here to show you that it definitely is. We are in a community called HCH Ranch by Grand Endeavor Homes. This section's called the Canyons. Obviously, the name is because of views like this, and I've toured many lots in this community. Some have amazing views. It's not just the model home. Now, we are in a suburb called Liberty Hill, Texas. It's in the northwest corridor of Austin, Texas. And what I like about this area is it provides a combination of a community like this that's peaceful, serene, has amazing greenery and views, but it's still close to civilization. And I think that that's the combination that a lot of people are looking for. And to kind of explain that a little bit more in detail while we look through this putting green, and then I'll take you through the rest of the backyard here. It's really simple. Liberty Hill has been piggybacking off of the growth that's happened south of here. So south of here is another suburb called Leander. Leander has been one of the fastest growing suburbs in the United States. And what's happening right now, at the time this video is getting posted, they're extending a highway called 183 through the northern part of Leander into Liberty Hill, Texas. Now, why is that important? Along that highway in Leander, there's some big projects coming. One of them is called the Leander Northline Project. Basically a mixed-use development space where you can park your car and walk around to shops and restaurants and meet up with friends and get that urbanish vibe. Now, at the time of posting this, I was just looking up on Google Maps from this home to that Leander Northline project under construction. It's approximately 19 minutes, but that's with the highway extension not completed yet. So I think with that highway extension completed sometime in the near future, you're gonna get closer access to everything. Because if you look at that highway, it actually snakes through the city of Austin. It goes to the Domain area, which is like our second downtown. It goes all the way down to the airport, and access to that highway I think is going to be important. And to get that in a community like this with views while still being close to very big projects, I think that combination is fantastic, especially when you have a backyard like this. Because that's why I find to get these types of things, I'm just going to take a seat here so you can really take in the view. To get these things, oftentimes people have to make a big sacrifice and just be so far out of the city and far from civilization. That's the compromise to get this. And the beauty of Austin being that it's such a fast growing city, but a lot of that growth is recent, it's getting wide very fast, where even these developments that I'm talking about, they're 25 miles outside of downtown. And you go 25 miles outside of most downtowns of most major cities in the United States, it's just suburbia, and there's not going to be big investments like billion-dollar projects. in a lot of those areas. But here in Austin, fast growing city, lots of growth, there's tons of commercial that's coming to these areas. And I can't speculate on what's going to continue to happen. I can just tell you what the trend is. Right now, the trend along this Northwest corridor is strong. And if you want more information on that, reach out to me. I'd be happy to cover that with you. Okay, getting back into the home, let's head over to the primary bedroom and bathroom. And I actually started in the primary bathroom at the beginning of this video. I don't usually do that, but I don't usually walk homes that have amazing views everywhere, including the primary bedroom. I love what they did here with the ceiling design. Every room that I walk into, my eyes just want to get drawn upward because there's some sort of design element, and that combination along with these windows that look out to that beautiful view is fantastic. I like that they wrapped this wall with windows, so as soon as you walk out of bed, you open up the curtains, you're greeted with all this greenery in your backyard. And what I thought was so unique about this room is they have a fireplace in here. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is there a fireplace in the primary bedroom? And my answer is very simple: because they can. It's a custom home, and you can do so many different things in these homes. And I think if you ask yourself throughout this home, why did they do these things? Again, the answer is because they can. And that's the beautiful part about all this. And same thing here in the primary bathroom. You have this side patio that's bringing in a lot of natural light. You have 3 different vanities, which I think look all fantastic. I love the color combination that they did here. The cabinets are very warm. Everything else is very light and bright. That continues in the walk-in shower, where the shower is so big, you don't even need a door. I love that they somehow got a window in here as well. So if you're tall enough, you can get a good view out your primary shower. Now I'm 5'9". I think I could barely see it. And I know I'm mentioning my height because I know somebody's going to ask me it. I think over half of my clients are engineers, mostly software engineers. So when they reach out, they're very detail oriented, which I appreciate and respect because I'm also detail oriented. So I don't mind sharing my height to tell you if you can see that view or not. Even if you can't get that view in the primary shower, no big deal. At least you get a lot of natural light in the morning when you're hopping into this bathroom and the shower, which I think is very, very important. Getting back into the primary bathroom here, I love how that wall is just all tile, and I like this freestanding tub that's behind me. I think this is why they did the side patio area, where if you're looking for privacy, you can always just frost those windows. You can even do it aftermarket. It's not difficult to do, but I think that was the draw for the side patio. So if you like the idea of having a spa day in your own home, then I think that's one way to do it. It's just to have that freestanding tub next to all that natural light. Heading into the primary closet, of course they did have a great build out in here, where they have a chandelier over an island inside this closet, and there's a full build out in here to make the space feel very functional. And then from this primary closet, there is a door to access the laundry room, which is on that left side there. But here's another look at this closet. And I love the lighting too that they did in each of the spaces, just kind of lights up the clothing that would be in there. Now we're gonna come back around to this laundry room, utility room, so you'll have an idea of where that is. And then we're gonna pretty much go back to the front of the home on this side. So we have the primary bedroom and bathroom in the back left of the home, and that's what gets you this amazing view, which we just have to see one more time, because I think from a lifestyle perspective, this is amazing. You just walk outside, you can take a seat, and you're right up against all this greenery. You have a big backyard with that infinity pool that we walked previously, and this is the dream. Having this right off your primary bedroom suite is amazing. I love the staging of just like 2 chairs, like just sitting here, no TVs, no phones, just conversation and an amazing view right off your backyard. Incredible. Okay, let's head over to the study. So they do have 5 bedrooms in this home, a study, and so we're gonna walk through the rest of the bedrooms. There's a study, there's a sitting area at the front of the home. There's still a lot that I want to cover here, so just stick with me. And again, at the end of the video, I'll take my drone over this home. You'll get a visual of some lots that are in the back, and if you want more of a visual of the lots that are possible here, again, reach out to me. I have all of the information that you need for communities like this. Now, before we get to the study, I want to cover everything in here, make sure I don't miss anything. Here's just a closet that they have some refreshments in for anybody touring the model home. And those are all in the fridge that I didn't open earlier, but it's just a fridge filled with basically soda and water. And this is going to be a utility room that we saw from that closet. So that's that same entranceway in here. I like the upgrades that they even just chose in here, where they just have a different color pattern for the tile. They have this apron sink that also looks off to the side of the home. That car was actually located in the driveway of that 4-car side entrance garage. And then I like also that they were able to just fit in a second refrigerator, which I have a lot of people when building, if they don't know if they're going to do that or not, at least get like the electrical for it. It's probably a good idea so you don't have to run it aftermarket. But most people, I would say, lean towards doing that in the future. They just don't know when. And that's where, again, having the electrical is a good thing to have with the builder. Now, this is going to be the study. I love that the study has French doors walking out of the study. So if you just need to get some fresh air while you're working from home, maybe take a call outside, you can just head right outside. And then I love this ceiling design they have in here with the chandelier and the built-in cabinetry on the side. Let me know what you think about this study. Would you work from home here? Because I definitely would. I think it's just so epic with the design that they have in here. Now I'm a millennial, so I say epic, but I think what the Gen Zs say now is this would be fire. They say this is fire. So let me know if you think this study is fire, or if you have a different name for this study, put it in the comments. I want to know what it is. Now, off of this study is a mud bench, and that's because down that hallway would be access to the garage. Now, again, it's a custom home, so you can change these things around, but that's not shown as a garage because they have it built out as an office space for the builder agents. So there were people in there. I did want to give them privacy, and I don't think you need to see the builder agent's office anyway, because that would be built out as a garage. One space I did miss was that sitting area in front of us, which I'll talk about in a second. First, let's take a look at the powder bathroom. I love the color combination that they had in here, where the walls have that bluish hue. You have a tile running all the way up to the ceiling, and then the light fixtures as well as the hardware and handles that are in here have that gold touch. And I think that gold blue combination, it looks really good. It really pops and is becoming more and more popular. Now, while we get back to the sitting area that's just to the left of the front door, and I show you this, the area that I missed that was beyond that powder bathroom was pretty much just a sitting area for people touring the model homes. So it wasn't staged as like a bedroom or anything like that, but there was a full bathroom beyond that room. But trust me, you didn't miss much. We're gonna see some bathrooms that look amazing, and that bathroom looked just as amazing. But again, there were some people over there, so I just want to give them a little bit of privacy and maybe not put them in my YouTube video. Then I'd have to ask for their permission. This is going to be the wine room. Now, I didn't actually go here because I don't drink too much wine, but I felt like if I had a wine room like that, I could definitely get into wine. I thought that was a really cool touch, especially when you walk through the front door and you're met with all these different design features that I think flow so well together. And another look at that, because I just have to show you everything. I think we missed the light fixture at the front door. It was so difficult to kind of cover everything in this home because there's just so many great features of it. Now, to get to the rest of the bedrooms, I'm going to go back in through this game room area, which you might remember from earlier. And we're just going to cover the back bedrooms and then work our way up to the front. Now, on this side, there's another exit to get out to that backyard. We had our second powder bathroom in here. I like the wall tile that they put in here that just has a ton of movement in. It just gives you that perfect accent wall when walking into this bathroom. And I love seeing my clients who are building from scratch with the builder either do something fun with the builder in their powder bathroom, or aftermarket, they do some like fun wallpaper, which is coming back strong. And I just think you can do so many fun things in that space because it's a little bit smaller. You can do something that's very active, and again, have some fun with that space. Moving on with the home, and while we look through this closet in the game room as well as some of the spare bedrooms here, I wanted to clarify something I said at the beginning of the video, which was don't always work with me as a realtor. What I meant by that is when people reach out to me, I try to identify what their criteria is for their house as well as their location, and I try to determine who the best realtor is for them. Now, I know that's strange because I'm a realtor myself, and most realtors try to convince you to just work with them. But I've been very fortunate to have a lot of people reach out to me through YouTube and some people through Facebook, but most of those people end up landing on my YouTube channel, and 98% of my business now comes from YouTube. And I've been very fortunate because I can then focus on a very specific niche of real estate. So when people reach out to me and their criteria matches the niche that I'm really good at, I explain to them what that niche is and why I think we're a great match and why we can work together. And we tend to work together at a very high probability because I'm, in my opinion, by far the best realtor for them. But for a lot of people, I still connect them with a great realtor when I find that their criteria doesn't match up with what my specialty is. So I've even had my own first cousin who wanted to list her home close by to where I live. I found a realtor who was dominating that area and was definitely going to extract the most value out of their home. And I explained the data behind that and connected them with a great realtor. I've also done that with listings in Seattle and California and the northeast part of the United States because I can look at back-end data that identifies who's best. And I don't do too many listings. I don't do investment properties, but I can connect you with people who are great at all of these things. So my point of sharing that with you is reach out to me. My information's in the description of this video. And instead of trying to convince you that you should work with me, I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to just try to figure out what is best for you. And again, that's not always working with me. Okay, getting back into the home, we have 2 bedrooms on this side. You saw the walk-in closet there. Both have in-suite full bathrooms, which every bedroom has in this home. Just because there's 2 powder bathrooms, if you recall. So you have lots of bathrooms for your guests if they're visiting, and then anybody staying with you has access to these full bathrooms in suite. What I love about this bathroom is the tile work that was done here. Actually had a buyer use the tile that's on the sides of this wall, and they ran it vertically along a spare bathroom that they had upstairs. And what's funny is at closing, they were joking around that their favorite part of the house was their bathroom upstairs, which their 2 kids were using. So of all things that they love, it was a bathroom that they're probably never going to use. But I know they were joking. They just really did love that tile work that was done in there. So, and by the way, if they're watching, shout out to them. Very excited about their new home. Now, as we head back out to the game room, I can't help but stop and show you the view one more time here. And there's still a bedroom that has very tall ceilings. And again, this is a model home, so you can switch around things. If you don't like the orientation of something, no problem. But what Grand Endeavor is trying to do is just showcase what's possible when you build with a custom home builder. And this is one of the things that's possible. A very tall ceiling that's pitched upward that just feels so grand when you walk in. And while we go through this walk-in closet, I'm reminded of so many clients that have told me that what's important to them is that when their parents visit, that they have a place for them to stay inside their home that's comfortable, that is large, that has a walk-in shower and an in-suite full bathroom like you're seeing here. And as much as I love covering all the different design elements that are in here, like this really cool tile that they have throughout this bathroom and the under cabinet lighting, what I know is most important is hearing from buyers on or seeing them get lost in imagination when walking through these homes, imagining spending time within their home and the people that are going to be spending time in their home. And I've walked with buyers so many times, some of these homes, and I hear from them, they say, you know, their parent, or maybe it was like a friend or family member or like an uncle or aunt that was just really special to them, that was a big inspiration for their life, that having a room for them so that they can stay with them for an extended time period is so important. Now, I'm still gonna show you like these cool things like the sliding doors, but again, that's what's really most important, and that's what inspires me to walk so many of these homes. I never thought I would get into real estate. Many years ago, I thought I would never do this because it's all just a bunch of material objects, and that's what I thought real estate was. I was definitely wrong. When my wife and I built our own home, we started to get lost in imagination of building a family in these homes, which were years later now we're finally doing. And now I've had, family stay with me and friends stay with me, and these things are so important to me. What I've realized is I'm not alone. So many people out there want these things. So if that's you and you want a view like this, you want a home that looks like this, or you're interested in building from scratch or looking at newer types of homes in the Texas area, reach out to me. Like I said before, I'd be happy to work with you, but if I think there's somebody else that's better, I'll definitely connect you. Now, before I let you go, I have to show you this. We're at the exterior of the home, and I'm gonna go right over it so you can see the lots that are behind this model home. And as you can tell, there are plenty of great options that are out here. As always, hope this helps. Take care.